Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, May 21st, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Baltimore Orioles vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Baltimore Orioles were considered an upstart last season as they finally found their way out of the cellar in the AL East and threatened a playoff spot right up until September. The Orioles had a modest offseason and didn't make too many moves to add to the roster. However, the Orioles are proving that last season was not a fluke with one of the best records in the American League heading into this weekend's showdown series with the Blue Jays. The Orioles are now on the verge of a series sweep after taking each of the first two games of the series, 6-2 and 6-5 on Saturday in extra innings. The Birds are now 30-16 on the season and just 3.5 games behind the Tampa Bay Rays in the AL East division. Gausman has particularly pitched like an ace at home this season with a dominant strikeout rate and an ERA of just over 2 runs per game. Gausman's ability to keep runners off the bases via the walk will be particularly important against an Orioles team that is top 3 in baseball in walks per game. The Orioles like to produce runs via walks, steals, and moving runners over with sacrifices. Gausman will force the O's to beat him when putting the ball in play. Creamer, meanwhile, has more wins than Gausman despite being far less effective. He has a high hard hit percentage and allowed more hits than innings pitched this season. I like the high-powered Jays lineup to put up some good numbers against Creamer at home. Take the Blue Jays with the run line. For the past 2 seasons, much has been made of the potential of the Blue Jays' young and talented roster, particularly its lineup. This season, expectations are high that the Blue Jays can put it all together and win the AL East and make a deep run in the playoffs. Thus far, the Jays have shown that they will be in it for the long haul, but have yet to consistently put together wins that could separate them from the pack. Coming into this weekend series, the Jays lost 3 of 4 to the Yankees at home and were looking to bounce back against the Orioles. Toronto lost a chance to even the series at a game apiece after falling 6-5 in 10 innings on Saturday to drop their second straight to the O's. The Blue Jays blew a 5-2 lead, allowing 3 runs in the 8th before losing the game in the 10th. Take the over on Saturday. Cleveland Guardians vs New York Mets. The Guardians will have Tanner Bybee on the mound in this one. Bybee was outstanding in his latest outing, limiting a potent Angels lineup to 1 run and struck out 7 in 7.2 innings, resulting in a no decision in a game the Halos won. The rookie right-hander has been solid in all but one start where he allowed 4 runs against the Tigers and stands at 1-1 with a solid 3.02 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP in 22.1 innings pitched on the season. Cleveland has been inconsistent. They have lost 2 out of their last 3 series. They won 2 of 3 home bouts against the Angels last weekend, followed by 2 defeats in 3 meetings against the White Sox this week. The offense has been an issue, ranking near the bottom in many categories, while the pitching has been among the best. They only managed 8 runs in 3 meetings against the White Sox and avoided the sweep with a win on Thursday. The New York Mets have yet to play to their potential this season and have only earned 1 series win all month. The Cleveland Guardians have the exciting rookie Tanner Bybee on the mound. He has limited his opponent to 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his 4 performances on the season. This includes outings against strong lineups in the Yankees and Angels. Furthermore, Mets starter Max Scherzer hasn't been at his best yet this season. The veteran ace squandered 6 runs against the Tigers 2 starts ago, and his numbers aren't encouraging. He squandered 6 home runs in 6 starts. Scherzer has recorded a 5.65 FIP, which is even higher than his ERA, which suggests his 4.88 ERA is more than justified. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians plus 1.5 runs. Max Scherzer will take the mound on Saturday. Scherzer was outstanding last time out, limiting his old Nationals squad to 1 run in 5 innings, and was awarded the win. The veteran ace has limited his opponent to 0 or 1 run in 3 of his last 4 outings. He has been sharp in all but 2 outings. His numbers aren't what many are accustomed to seeing, recording a 4.88 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP, accompanied by a 3-2 record in 27.2 innings. Scherzer is 9-5 with a 4.25 ERA in 125 career innings against the Guardians. New York is struggling to find a groove this season. They remain below .500 and only have 1 series victory a series all month. They have lost series to the Tigers, Rockies, and Reds this month and rebounded by collecting 2 wins in 3 home games against the Rays this week, scoring 16 runs in the series. Our total pick is over 8 runs. Milwaukee Brewers vs Tampa Bay Rays. Freddie Peralta will get the nod for the 9th time of the season on Sunday. Peralta is looking to rebound from his worst outing of the season, giving up 6 runs due primarily to 5 walks in 5.1 innings against the Cardinals, and was charged with the loss. The veteran right-hander has been solid recently, conceding 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 4 outings, and has registered a 4.11 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP, complemented by a 4.3 record in 46 innings on the season. Peralta allowed 2 runs in 5 innings in his only career meeting against the Rays. The Brewers are glad to be concluding a 6-game road trek. They were dealt a series loss by the Cardinals this week. They were outscored by a huge 23-4 margin. The Brewers have been inconsistent at the dish on the road this season. They have scored 3 or fewer runs in 4 straight road games entering Saturday. The Milwaukee Brewers have Freddie Peralta starting this game. Peralta has been solid for the most part, allowing 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 4 performances. This includes a stellar performance where he allowed only 1 run in 6 innings against the Dodgers. The Rays have cooled down a bit, going just 5-5 in their last 10 games. Furthermore, this is a very winnable game for the Brewers, considering Tampa Bay is likely using a spot starter for this one. They haven't specified who will pitch bulk innings as of Saturday evening, but it will likely be a bullpen start with Jalen Beeks serving as an opener for 1 or 2 innings. Beeks has a weak 4.70 ERA on the season and a poor 5.79 ERA at home. Our team pick is Milwaukee Brewers. The Rays haven't named a starting pitcher as of Saturday afternoon, but there is a good chance Cooper Criswell will pitch bulk innings behind an opener. Criswell has only made 2 outings. He squandered 4 runs in 4 innings against the Reds in his first outing of the season and last pitched on April 21 against the White Sox, where he squandered 1 run on a home run in 2 innings. He has a 7.15 ERA and a 1.59 WHIP in only 11.1 career MLB innings. Tampa Bay hasn't been quite as dominant in recent weeks. They won 4 of 10 games on a long road track that included 2 wins in 4 bouts against the Yankees, followed by 2 defeats in 3 encounters with the Mets this week. They stand at 4-6 in their last 10 games and still have a huge cushion at the AL East. Our total pick is under. Kansas City Royals vs Chicago White Sox. Kansas City took 2 of 3 from San Diego before visiting Chicago, but it couldn't keep its momentum in Game 1, losing 2-0. Can the Royals mount a winning streak to save their 2023 season? KC averages 3.96 runs, 25th, and hits .230, 25th, with a .676 ops, 28th. It's hit 44 long balls, 22nd, and stolen 31 bags, 14th this year. The Royals pitching staff has a 5.20 ERA, 29th, and a 1.44 WHIP, 27th, with 7 quality starts. The Southsiders took Game 1 of the series, as Michael Kopech gave up 1 hit over a career-high 8 innings. He also struck out a season-high 10 batters on 98 pitches. The White Sox took a 2-0 lead in the 2nd inning and never looked back. Chicago scores 4.20 runs per game, 21st, and hits .243, 19th, with a .696 ops, 22nd. It's hit 50 homers, 16th, and stolen 26 bases, 23rd, in 2023. The pitching staff has posted a 5.15 ERA, 28th, and a 1.43 WHIP, 25th, with 17 quality starts. Favorites, the 3rd highest RL winning percentage in those games. They have an 8-6 RL record in division games, too. The Royals are 17-25 as underdogs, the 2nd lowest RL winning percentage, 40.5% in those games. They have an 11-12 RL record as road underdogs, the 3rd lowest RL winning percentage, 47.8%. KC also has the 2nd worst RL record in division games, 3-9, and the worst RL record in AL games, 9-22. I'm betting on the White Sox to win by 2 or more runs in Sunday's series finale. Lynn looked much better in his last start than in his previous few outings and should continue to roll against the Royals. Our team pick is White Sox run line. Lynn takes the mound for the home team in the series finale. The 12-year vet bounced back from a poor outing on May 10th, 7 runs on 9 hits, with a stellar performance in his last start, holding Cleveland to 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts in 7 innings. Lynn has a 61-17 KBB ratio this season. Our total pick is under 9 runs.